We are live. Let's get to it. Let me get the link sent out here and we'll get to rocking and rolling. Let's see, live. Cool. Make sure my audio works. It does. Sorry for the echo. All right. All right. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so copy, and we're going to send it out a couple places, and then we'll get to trading. Looks like we got ourselves quite a bit of movement today, which is great. So we will let's see. If that doesn't work, sometimes I don't know why, but when I share the post, it simply does not work, which is kind of annoying. So I'll have to go back to my channel here and then I can send this out if it doesn't work. I don't know why it doesn't always populate. Anyway, all right, here, there, and then looks like we got some really good action today. I'll explain what I'm seeing here so far, and we'll get to work in just a moment. Boom. All right. Good there, and there. Okay. Good morning to everyone that has joined. Good morning to you. Happy Friday. Let's see. All right, we are ready to rock and roll. Oops. Okay, so couple quick things here. Uh, Christine, good morning. Good morning to you. Glad your model has been updated and added to your chart. You will not see these rejection tabs in this chart on yours just yet. That will be coming soon. Should have that done hopefully over the weekend, possibly. Probably roll that out Monday or Tuesday. So we'll see. Anyway, updated these labels here to just say rejection. I think that's a bit more of an appropriate term for the way that I see this and the way that I want you guys to use it when you have access to it coming up. And the reason for that is I don't want you to buy or sell at these tabs. Although some of these are really good entry signals, it's really hard to know which ones are good and which ones are bad. It's more for reference. Now the chart here, I think this is going to end up being quite valuable. You have in the average rejection streak. I think that will be very helpful to a lot of you guys, where we're able to see what we expect of price every time we get one of these tabs. All right, so let's look for a short right here. Maybe a bit early on this trade. Let's see what we got though. 205, 360. Okay, well that was fast. We'll take, what was that? Account summary. We'll take $280 on that trade. Let's see. Can you guys see my P&L okay? I think you can. Cool. Yeah, we'll take 280 bucks on that. Really nice, really easy there. One contract, boom, it rose and we were out. So, well, that's easy. So we'll take 280 on that account. Give me 1 second here. That's at, well, we're only 3 minutes in. $280. And I probably could have made a little bit more. We were up 320, but we could have made a little more. All right, so let's go and get into our Express account really quick. And our, I'm sorry, our one of our evals, eval accounts. And we'll take some trades in that. So let's do this. Okay. All right, so inside of our eval account now, you guys can see that, I believe, right here. So we got that. All right, so off to a really quick and early start. Really nice there. Always love to make some cash inside of our PA account. So really good. And eventually what we'll do is I've got 2 more Express accounts that I could activate and go ahead and get going. And so eventually what we'll do is we'll group trade those. And so we'll have a day where we made 280 bucks. We multiply that by 2 or 3 or even 4. Even 5 is the most we can do. So we'll copy trade those accounts as well. That will be coming. So not to worry, not to ask questions on that. We will get that. So really good trade. And here's what I saw on this one: this price popped up a little bit and then just ran down. And so I was able to get in on that pullback, and I actually got in a little bit later than I wanted to, but it ended up working out for us. So really nice trade there. Really quick, and let's try to find another entry here. What I'm kind of seeing is price rejecting right here. But really, it's rejecting in this area, like right there. Okay, so price has touched this thing 4 times and run. Now, I'm not calling for longs now. I'm just saying that price hasn't done much when it's gotten to this point other than this little hiccup, which is what we captured. And so let's be patient on this one and see what happens. But this spot is of heavy interest to me because we could get something like this, reject and then break through, reject and then break through. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Good morning to everyone. AB, Megan, Ron, my dog, LVV. Not sure. Todd, what's going on, my friend? What's going on, my friend? Happy to have you, Todd. Everyone, I want to single you guys out, but Ron and Todd are my guys. Is copy trading risky? LVV. I don't know your full actual name, but it can be. You just double. You literally double and triple everything. So if you have 2 accounts, you double it. You have 3 accounts, you're tripling it. Whatever like risk reward is out there. Now with prop firms specifically, if you really think about it, your true downside is the account fee, so the evaluation fee. So let's use the accounts that I have, $50 for the Topstep evaluation, and then 150 to activate. So my true risk is $200 per account, give or take. Okay, which does not count any resets that might happen of that eval. So let's just say it's $200. That was price flying up here. We could get ourselves a long on this inside of this eval. ATR's at 31. I might have to go back to one contract. This is a lot. Let's see. I'm curious on this one. Price pushes down. Okay. I really don't want to go long right here. Even though this trade could work out, I'm just a little hesitant to go long. Even though I think this wick could get filled and I think price could build up, I'm just not necessarily sure that I want to go long right now after what I've seen. Not to say this isn't a good trade because it is, but I'm going to need to see a little bit more movement before we take that next trade. Like right in here we had, so let's look at that. Right in this point we had a true full candle rejection, a pullback and a go, and then this probably would have been the trade that I would have taken. This one would have been a little too risky for me, but this one would have given me confirmation, and this would have been the trade that we would have captured on this move right here. This one, the reason I didn't take this long is I'm just not sure that I see price going up that high. So I have price kind of rejecting at this level right here. I'm not going to count that wick because it happened, but I'm not worried about it. Let's see how price responds at this level here. Okay, it's pushed down. Now let's see if this explodes down or if it's going to bounce and move up. Let's see. Yeah, copy trading is quite interesting. It's an interesting concept because it is risky, and I think people do it too early. Like I'm not saying you shouldn't copy trade your accounts, but I am saying that if you can't reliably and successfully pass your evaluations, like on the first try or at least in 2 tries, then copy trading probably isn't for you because it's going to take a lot of work and a lot of cash to get to the point where you have multiple performance accounts or express accounts to actually trade. And so I don't recommend it for most traders. Like just do one, and then if you're good enough, you'll get yourself a payout. And when you get a payout, like, okay, cool. Like that's the confirmation you need that you can maybe do another. And then go from there, if that makes sense. All right, let's see if price rejects this and holds. I'm gonna go short right there. And the reason for it is, let's get audio out of the way. The reason for it is I just think price is gonna make a new low right here. There's 170, there's 265, 330, 295. Wow, that's fast. Okay, we'll take $90 on that. 80 after commission. That sucked. I was up $300. Same thing happened before, and so these trades are quick. Obviously, as you guys can see that, there was nothing there, but I know I can definitely go 2 contracts. Definitely can do that. Price rejected at that same level. Basically, it moved past it. It slipped past it just a little bit, as you guys can see right here. Again, we're on a 1-minute chart, and so we have to give price room to work around. If we're trading on like a 5-minute chart or a 15-minute chart, we can be a little bit more accurate with some of our points because there should be a bit more precision. But when we look at these higher time frames, they're going to be more accurate. When we look at the lower time frames, it's not going to be necessarily as accurate. We're going to get a little bit of slip at some of these resistant points or support points. And so we just have to be a little bit patient and cognizant of that because price will slide down. So I was able to make money on that slide down. Should have made a little bit more than I did. But when price slides down like this, it could continue down, which I was hoping, or it could like completely reverse and do like it did here. And so a lot of you guys note that I get out of my trades a little bit too soon. I would agree with that, but for reasons like this, where price pulls back and then goes short, like I could have blown up my account had I stayed in the trade too long. And so I always get out, especially if I'm up and I'm up less than I was before. I'm going to take my profits, and from time to time, I will miss out on some decent sized moves, but a lot of times I'm going to save my account. And then there are times where we take huge profits, which you guys have seen. So anyway, yep. LVV, I have gotten a couple payouts from Topstep. It takes forever actually to get a payout from Topstep. It takes a long time. It took the first time it took like a week. Like it took like 10 business. It took the full 10 business days on. It felt like. It was a little shorter than that. And then the second time it was a little bit quicker, but it wasn't by much. Their payouts take forever to get. But yeah, I have. So basically what happens is when you get a payout, if you've never gotten a payout from Topstep, I've never gotten a payout from Apex. I don't trade any of their performance accounts. I just get the certificate and move on. But for the way it works at Topstep is because you're a 1099 contractor, the way it works is they're going to basically give you a form to fill out, put your name on there, your information, your social, like they need all that for taxes, right? Your bank information and everything else. So, well, first things first, you meet all the stipulations to earn a payout. 1, 2, then you have to request a payout. And so what they do is, and the way this works, I could go long right here. I don't love this position, but this is a long setup for me, I think. See what this candle does. And then we keep going here. And the reason I didn't take this trade is because I didn't feel confident I would be right, and I wasn't. So I'm gonna chill out here for a second. Looks like we got a nice little set of resistance right in here. But LVB, to go back to your point or your question, once you get enough winning days to earn a payout, you request a payout, and they send you a thing. And when you request a payout, you request how much money you want, and so you can put in any amount, and they'll process it, but they'll reject it if you haven't met the days or whatever. Anyway, so you request a payout, and then it takes like 2 days or a day for them to verify that you can actually get that payout. And then from there, you fill out all your information, and then from there, they will send you your money. It just takes a long time. But yeah, I've gotten a few payouts from Topstep, my favorite. To me, they don't. Let's see if this thing can pop up here really quick, and then we can take a short. So a short right there. Okay. 150, up 30, 90. Let's see. See if we can get price to drop and run a little bit. Okay, we'll take, it's another $80. It really was. And we're really not catching. I got out of this one too soon. This is an example where I got out too soon. I made $400 or $500 on this trade. So I didn't like that price was sitting at this level right here at all. I thought it was dancing a lot. And so I wanted to get out and just preserve what I was seeing, but that one costed me some money because I definitely could have made, and it's getting choppy. It's getting real choppy, but could have made a little bit more. I ended up getting out, I guess when price was right around here or so, right here. So I could have made a lot more. In fact, we can calculate that from 50 or from 60 down to 46. Shit, could have made a ton of money on that one. I don't know what this candle is going to do, but it definitely pulled back up. And so there's a ton of risk going on right now. Let's see what we want to do with price here. Another really good pullback right there. And then the price is running. So we'll be patient here. I'm not sure what price wants to do just yet, but if we're going to continue to fall, then we'll find ourselves in some of these positions. Megan, I talked about this yesterday, and I have a couple of videos on it now. But Topstep over Apex, it's really simple. Your payouts are not necessarily capped. They're capped at 5K per account. But what that basically means is that you have to make $10,000 in your account to even hit that, to have that issue. So your payouts aren't necessarily capped. You can get your payouts faster. There's no consistency rule either. And you have a much larger daily drawdown. And if you hit a daily drawdown inside of your Express account, inside of Topstep, it doesn't violate the account. You still get another day to trade. Versus Apex, it's way shorter. And if you hit it, you're completely done. You have to restart. So those are the reasons. Let's see what we got here. Okay. See if this thing can pull up a little bit further, we can go short. Or if this thing is going to be one of those where Let's go sell right there. Let's see if I'm getting enough confirmation or if this is going to be a dud trade here. Minus 380, minus 400. Let's see. I'm not sure if price is done going down and wants to go back up, or if it just popped up and I got it on this retracement, probably at the right price. Let's see. 190, we're close. Even. Oh, wow. Okay, we had a chance to get out. Plus 70. Okay. Wow. Okay, that was our chance, I guess. This thing is really battling. All right, let's close that out at a break even. Or minus 50 bucks. We'll take that. I will live with that. Really choppy trading by me on this. So here's kind of what I was thinking would happen is I figured maybe I can just draw this. Where is that? I'm taking a lot of trades here, which is fine, not a huge deal. What I thought would happen is we would get like this candle moved up. And I thought we would just get price to really run down. Damn, that's shitty. Sorry, that is ass. I don't even know how to draw this properly, I guess. Give me the highlighter. I thought price would push up like this and then run down. That's what I thought would happen. And so my entry being right around here was decent because I thought we'd get this push down. It didn't happen on this candle, and maybe it will happen. It just didn't happen in the time that I thought. And if the trade doesn't work out the way I thought it would work out, then I'm exiting that trade. If it's going to cost me 50 bucks, it costs me 50 bucks. But I'm not going to stick around inside of a trade that doesn't respond the way I thought it would respond. This is how you protect your accounts. And it's the easiest way to save yourself from blowing up multiple accounts in a row. Okay. So some of these are small. Like we will get some big trades here or some decent sized moves. We will get them, I promise. But right now, it's not really giving it to us. We had these two were opportunities that I just didn't take. This one I was in, remember, and we didn't capture it. This one I liked as well. But I thought price was going to get back to this rejection zone and run. It didn't. It actually flew back down. So I just misread that one. But I didn't take the trade, so not a huge deal. We just didn't see it correctly. And then now we took a short right there. Broke even. I'll take 2 contracts, a $50 loss. I'll call that break even. I'll call it $100 spot break even. So nothing to worry about here, but let's be patient and wait. Let's get to some of these comments. I took 3 trades, 2. Nice, Mike. Nice, Mike. Excellent work, Mike. That's great. That is great. You'll definitely get a shout out today. That is awesome, brother. Great work, Mike. Awesome, awesome, awesome. That is sick. Good job, Mike. Let's get all that copied over. Whoa, SJJ, this is all right. You guys are just crushing now. I see, huh? Everybody just knocking out of the park. SJJ, you're killing too. Awesome work. Awesome. SSJ. Great work. ATR really high. Yes, Ron. ATR is super high. Let's see. What's the sell-off, Evan? Time for retracement after rallying? We'll see, SJJ. I don't know yet. Yeah, Ron. ATR is super high. ATR is sitting at like 20 something. It was at 30 before. ATR is sitting at 25, 26 right now. So really, really high. Really high. And all that really means is that we don't need as much price movement, or we don't need as many contracts in order to hit the take profit that we're looking to get. I wonder if a long makes sense right here. I'm gonna go long right there. This is really aggressive, but I just see price building from down here, and I think we could get potentially price to roll up. And there's 180. That's kind of what I'm looking for. 250, 330. Okay. We'll take 350 bucks on that. Yeah, we'll take that. A little 360. Missed a little bit opportunity there, but super solid. So puts us up about 700 bucks today so far. So super solid. I'm being smoked on my long paper trading, holding way too long. Yeah, Ron, don't fight this trend just yet. Like, just kind of go with it. What I'm starting to see is that maybe we're looking to go higher. But when you try to catch a falling knife, it never ends well. Let's look at this trade first, and then I'll talk about that. I need to pull back first. I'll go 3 contracts. I got nothing. Nope. Nothing here. No opportunity for me to go long right here, even though it would work out. It's too risky for me to try and enter and chase this thing because it could pull back and then I would just get crushed out of this one. Like it's happened to me so many times that I don't take those trades anymore. I'm sure a couple of you guys probably did or could have and made some good money because this thing is cruising. But I need to see a pullback first. Otherwise, I have no edge in the market. If I don't wait for a pullback, then I have no safety net. I have no edge, and I can't. It's gonna be very difficult for me to feel confident about those trades. Hence, exactly what happened here. Entering anywhere up here looks ludicrous considering where price is right now, and that's why I wait for a pullback. This is the exact movement I'm talking about. LVV, that's awesome. Great work as well. Great work as well. LVV, do you also use the predictive model? I'm not sure if you do or not. SSJ, same question to you, my friend. Do you using the predictive model? I know Mike has it. I don't know if Mike's using it, but I know he has it as well. I know that. I know Mike's off of Instagram here, so I know that. But you guys are really rocking it today. This is great. You guys are just crushing. This is awesome. Whether using the strategy or not, great work. Absolutely great work. It makes it really fun and really easy when we have days like this, and we can just crush things. So this is great. This is great. Okay, nothing there. I'm still waiting. We're gonna be patient. Not a whole lot for us to really, do here. So let's just be patient there. And I'm sure there'll be more winds that fly through here. So awesome, awesome, awesome. If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys like the live stream and then subscribe. Like the live stream and subscribe. It really helps us grow this thing. And we've kind of been growing at a decent pace recently here. So I'm excited about that. We'll get to 500 subs here over the weekend. No, I don't, but I would like that though. I thought LVB. Okay. I'll put the link in the chat where you can request a free trial for it. And that way you could trade the same way I'm trading. Now, again, over the weekend, I will have these updates here, the rejections, and I think this chart is going to be helpful for a lot of you guys to see. Every time we get one of these signals, we're averaging about 2 candles per trade, or 2 candles in that direction, which I think is going to be really helpful for some of you guys just to see price in a different manner. So the predictions are always going to be there, right? And I think I need to adjust some of these pullbacks. They're probably a little bit too far away. I need to do that as well. I need to adjust that. But we'll get that updated too. So over the weekend, I'll probably have that done. And then what we'll do, I kind of like a short right here. I'm not going to take it, but I kind of like it. So price is pushing down here. We go short somewhere right there. And let's see if price wants to fly down here or if we're going to reject. So this is kind of what I'm seeing right in here. And then I'm also seeing right here as well. Now, this doesn't mean that this can't get moved in on. Like I do think that I would take a long and try to get back up to the 603 level. Definitely. But as far as rejections go, I'd price end here, close there, and run away from here. And so I'm going to use that as my resistance level. But I see this up here and I'm keeping an eye on it because again, wicks get filled. So when you have a huge wick up or down, they're going to get filled. Here's a big wick down, filled. Big wick down, filled. Okay. Big wick up, next candle filled. Doesn't always happen the next candle, but it does happen. So let's be patient here, and we know that we're probably going to get price to roll back up here. I don't know when. It could be an hour, but we're probably going to get that filled. All right. Okay, so my prediction of going short would have been kind of a dud. Let's see. Averaging about about 2 candles, 1.87, which means we've gotten 2 more times than we've gotten 1, which is good, but nothing that I'm really interested in. Let's see. And you can, now that we have the average rejection streak sitting at about even, now we've got ourselves a nice little range. So we've gotten ourselves a push down, a push back up, and then now we're settling in this region right here. And so we're just going to be patient. I think that there's going to be an opportunity for us to capture some nice profit out of this thing, but I don't know where it's going to come from. It could be a sell and we go back down to these levels in here. It could be a long and we capture the 603, 604 level, and then maybe we continue to rise up. VWAP is all the way up there, way up here. So no real contest there. If we get closer, then we'll look at taking the longs into that, but not yet. Not yet. Okay. And other indicators, and I'm wondering how I can automate some of these trades. Let's see. Um, nice, nice, nice. Trade on 15-minute chart, 3 days, $500. Awesome work. Awesome work. That's great. Child Resta. Don't know how to say that. But good work. That's awesome. Fantastic work. Great trades. Great trades. Yeah, 15-minute chart can be great. You go like 1 or 2 contracts, really just one. A lot of these trades are a lot easier to see. The reason that a lot of people don't trade on these higher time frames is you just are not as much action. You don't have as many opportunities per se. But really, really good work there. Really, really good work. Let's see if we can get ourselves a nice little. You guys can see the box now. Let's see if we can get price to get below this, and then maybe we can take ourselves a decent little trade. Let's see. Okay, so more reds than greens. We see that 1.93 to 1.8. Yeah, Ron, right now, I should just chill. Ron, go back to like the old days where we would just look at support and resistance in these local zones. Like, just kind of relax and say, okay, if I'm not going to get any trades, above here and below here, like just wait because we will get price to get down to these levels again, or we'll get price to test up here and then run up here again. Ron, I think the other thing that could help you out, my friend, is holding like just go for 5 to like 7 points. Don't go for 10 to 20. Just go for 5 or go for 7, and just be happy with that. And then as you continue to improve that and you hit more and more of those trades, then you can boost it up to 10 and 20-point moves that you're trying to capture. But right now, like these types of moves are just very like they don't come very often. You get this one, this is a decent solid little move. Then you get this. But if you really break this thing down, like if we were to really like let's take all the indicators off the chart for just a second. And LVV, I'll get to your automation thing in just a moment here. But if you break all of this down, let's just highlight the areas that were actually good to trade because there aren't actually that many. There just aren't. So we had this movement right here that was pretty obvious, okay? And it stopped getting obvious like right here. So those candles, and then we had these 4 to which you had a chance on a pullback there and maybe a chance right there. These were decent, these 4 right here. So there's that. So I'm seeing 3 opportunities. You had this movement right here, okay? You had this movement right there, okay? And then basically from there, it's been a lot of pick and choose. There's a little bit right here, and then maybe a little right there, but that was hard to see because I didn't even take that trade. And so now it's really choppy. So if we go deeper into this thing, the way I look at this is I've got, how can I arrow this thing? I'll show you this, Ron. I see a trade right there potentially. I've got one right here. That one's a no. That one's a little. That one could have been maybe. Actually, that would have been one. It popped up. That's good. This was a good one. Nope, nope, nope. Because I didn't get a wick up there. This would have been one right here. Nope. This one would have been the trade for me, just knowing the way I like to trade. That one right there. And then here, that candle too. This black, big red one right there. And then this one right here. Okay. These would have been the moves. And then maybe this candle right here also could have been one. And so there just aren't that many, for the amount of candles that we're talking about, there just aren't that many things to trade. So we're talking about from vertical right here. Let's start at 8:30 and it's currently 9:30. So we've got 60 candles and I'm identifying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 trades you could have taken. So every 6 minutes there's a trade. So there just isn't that much action that you can really trade on if you're following the pullback on a trend strategy. Okay. So it's okay, don't be too upset that you're not making a ton of money on these big moves. A lot of times these huge moves are very difficult to see and capture. That is just the truth. It's very rare, as a matter of fact, that you get one of these huge rides up or down, and you're just like, I captured the whole thing. It so rarely happens. A lot of times it's a bit easier just to trade real support and real resistance, which is one of the reasons why I've adopted the indicators this way to help me see this a little bit better and catch some of these trades. Let's look for a pullback here. We can go short. Oh, is that going to be all I got? Come on here. All right. Remember I told you guys we would fill that area. I told you we would get it. It's somewhere between, we either get to this level here or we get up here. I know which one, and it looks like we got to this one first. Now let's see what price wants to do here, because we touched this level and now we're dancing at it. We pushed down, but now we're like rolling back up. I don't know um, where price wants to go from here. I think we're going to go back down, but I don't believe it enough to take a short right here. I know that. And I don't know when it's going to happen either. I have no clue. I have no clue. So you trade the next candle after a big wick? Sometimes, Ron. Sometimes. So if there's a big candle, um, I want to see a big pullback first. So like this candle specifically, I watched this one take off on me and I didn't trade it. We were all watching this one. And the reason I didn't trade this candle here was because this is a massive candle. I need to see a big pullback. Like if we're going to get big price action, this candle, in fact, from top to bottom was 38 points. That's huge. If this is 38 points, then I need to see, and this thing was only 5 points of pullback. No, sir. I would need to see more like 10 to 15. And then I would have been comfortable going long right there because I would have had myself a nice bit of room to operate just in case it went back down. I would have had a chance to get out and not blow up my account instead of chasing it. And then it ended up going up, which is great, but then it pulled back anyway. So after a big candle, I do want to see a big pullback. As a matter of fact, I took this trade right here. Ended up being a break even, but I took this trade. It pulled back, so I'll even review. We watched this live. So this candle happened. That was 41 points. Huge. Then this candle from top to bottom was 19 points, but I waited for a decent pullback from the entry. So from here to somewhere in here, I waited for about 9 points, which is pretty decent. A 25% pullback compared to the previous amount of points on the previous candle. It's pretty sizable. So I did wait my turn and make sure that I wasn't I didn't give myself enough room. I definitely waited. So had I gotten this same price action on this candle right here, I would have taken that trade. So off a big candle, I want to trade those, but I need to see enough pullback in order to make me feel safe that I'm going to get this trade, which is why you guys see me sit out a lot of these big moves, is because a lot of them just aren't as appealing as they might seem. And the reason we are live is so I can show you guys this without covering anything up. You can see exactly what I'm saying here. I think a lot of you guys have trouble waiting for a pullback, especially when the new candle opens. And all we're trying to do is optimize your entry. You can get in when the candle closes. You can get in when the candle's open. I don't care when you do. I think the safest way to do it, though, is to just wait for price to give you enough of a pullback to then go ahead and take that trade. So here we have price flying up here. Let's see what we get. Let's see if we can get ourselves above that 543 level right there. Let's see if we can do that. If we can, great. If we can, okay. All right. Okay. So I haven't really taken any trades in a while, and because it hasn't been clean. This was probably the cleanest move, but I didn't like this price action at all, so I didn't take it. So that was moderately clean. But what I need to see is price start to open up a little bit. I need to get a couple of these greens in a row, a couple of reds in a row. Like I need to see price really give me something. I think this could have been a trade that I could have taken. I don't know why I didn't take this one, but this one would have been a good one right here. Not this one would have been tough. I wasn't sure what was going to happen, but this one would have been the trade. That would have been solid. But this right here, let's see what we get. Okay, price can't get above this level yet. Okay, nice little reversal there. Let's see. Is this going to be a long, or are we going to continue to get priced down to here at that 518, 517 level? We'll see. We'll see. LVV, an automate. So the thing about automation and trying to automate any sort of trading strategy is that every single trade has to be the exact same. Doesn't mean that it can't happen, and it doesn't mean that you'll be ineffective at doing it. But when you automate, there is no room for like, oh, well, this happened, so this is a one-off case, and that's a one-off case. It means every single trade has to be the exact same. And a lot of times the market just doesn't give you the same exact setup with the same exact calculations every time. And so what you'll have is probably a decent back test, but then in real time, you'll probably end up getting somewhere about 60% with a risk reward of 1 to 2, reward of 1, risk of 2. And that's just not a super effective strategy. Let's go long right here. I was really scared of my entry, and that costed me. I think that cost me a ton. I think it's gonna still go up. I believe, um, but I should have gotten in like way down here. Ooh, let's see, 360, 315. Let's see if this thing can fight to get me back even, or if we're gonna just pummel down. I think buyers are stepping in and pushing price up, but I could be completely wrong here. Okay, so minus 300, minus 360. Let's see, 405, 330. Okay, should have taken that 130 when I had it. Let's see. I'll take minus 120 on that one. Damn, this thing could be going up, but I completely misread the situation. So not up as much in this account, up 200 bucks in this account for today. No fun, no fun. It would have worked out, and I would have made some money on this one. Probably too many contracts. What was ATR sitting at? 18? I'm okay. Just misread it. All right. So, and I didn't even misread it. I read it right. My entry was too soon. So the thing I was talking about happened to me, and it was just because I was late and I thought I'd have a little bit more time to get into that trade. But price pulled back. Great. My entry should have been down here. Then I would have made a ton of money. It didn't. I waited, and it actually got to even, and then others started to open up. Then I got into the trade. So my entry was late, and it was late because I just didn't move fast enough. And because of that, you guys saw me draw down almost 600 bucks. And so that's what I want to avoid is not chasing these things, but waiting for these pullbacks. Yes, they do happen. And yes, like you can still catch really good trades. But from time to time, you'll get into a trade right when it opens or right after it starts to move in your favor. And then price just reverses. And you were correct. You just got in way too soon. And so that you didn't give price a chance to make you correct. And that happened to me in real time. I told you guys what I like to avoid. Then I ran right into it. Now, I'm not going to take any of these trades right here. I'm just not convinced that anything in this region right here is going to move the needle for us. So let's call that our top. And then I kind of like right here, somewhere in like this region right here as a bottom, between this wick and this body, something like that, like an average. We're going to see. But we're definitely building up here. We're starting to build. We're starting to see buyers step in at lower prices. So we're buyers over here, buyers here, and buyers here, rejecting these lowers, which is good. So we're seeing that. And so we could get ourselves a nice little upward move. And let's see what the market's up to overall. Holy shit. All right, Qs are down 2%. S&P's down at 1.5. So it's an ugly, ugly day. Ugly day before we head into the new year. So we'll see. Market's still pretty big. You guys, that some EA, or do you know all about that? Yeah, look, there's nothing wrong with automating your trades, LVV. I'm not saying that you can't do it. I'm saying that if you want to do it at a very high level, because I did, you can ask Ron. I used to automate or try to automate, and I had some success doing it. The thing that you need is machine learning. You need a true like AI machine learning model to look at every single one of your trades and then optimize for that new trade. You're probably going to win about 50% of your trades, and you're going to end up losing more money than you make on top of all the other costs that it's going to take to get that thing automated and then set up. It's just very difficult to automate. You probably need safely a few $100,000, maybe $200,000 to $300,000 to get really good automation, and then from there, like you still might not make the money you're looking to make. It's very tricky. Automation is very tricky because the market gives you so many different looks. As a matter of fact, the market is built so that when you have a strategy, like it's going to slide around on you and hopefully chop you out so you stop using that strategy. Like the markets are just too efficient for that. Let's get for a pullback here. I'll go long right there. Let's see if I can get a no drawdown trade. That'd be cool. Nope, drawdown. 390, 4. Okay, so I'm in this trade a little bit too heavily, I guess. Okay, -4. I still like this spot though. -3. I actually really like this spot. I'm just in with too many contracts. 15, we're up. 135, 90. Man, do I have to close out with this minimal gains again, or can I get price to pop up for me? There we go, just a little bit. And I can't get a break. -7, -5. Be patient. I still think we're going to go up here. Man, too many contracts. I need to go down to 2. Let's do that right now because we're seeing the ramifications of that. I still like this entry compared to what the ATRs and what these candle sizes are. I still love this entry, but I think that I just have the wrong too much risk is on the table here. There's 4, -5, -6. See if I can get to break even on this one. I still like this position a lot. I just went too much risk. Come on. Nope. This might be coming down on me. Can I get a bailout here? Wow. Wow. 210 on that. Wow. Maybe could have made a little bit more too. Well, that was intense. We're up 414 on this account. Puts us up 760 bucks for today, 770, I think. Okay. Damn. All right. So you guys saw that in real time. Just too much risk on this trade here. Too much. I had 3 contracts on. I should have had 2. That'd have made this really easy for me to trade. I want to go long, but I'm not confident the price wants to go higher than that level. I really wanted to go long right there. All right, so rejection here, and we're rejecting these lows right here. Now these are haymaker candles, by the way. The ATR's at 25. These are just huge like look at this right here. Can't believe I saved that trade. What time is it? I gotta save that. 40. It's at 40 minutes or so. This candle is 55 points from bottom to top. Holy shit. And then this candle, I felt the full power of this one was 28 points. And then this one ends up being a little bit less than that. Ended up being from bottom to top 27, 20, about almost the same. It had a wick here is the difference. Wow, that's a ton of movement. You guys just saw that. It was I love the trade. Like that was I think a textbook pullback. The size of these candles is just so large that it really forced me to hold and just be down numerically a lot. But position wise, again, we talked about waiting for pullbacks. The reason I don't jump in immediately is because I thought I had a decent entry. Because the ATR is so high and these candles are so big, the entry just needed to be a little bit further down. Could have been, it wasn't, but it could have been. And I ended up holding on just enough to make a little bit of money on that one. That was really tough. Um, yeah, that was a lot. That was a lot. In that 556 buy was 50% of that range. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Ron. Maybe we'll see some rallying. LVV. To go back to what you were saying again, you can use EAs and like have these trades taken for you automatically. It's just very difficult to set up a strategy and say, if I set up this strategy, I automate it over the course of a few years, it's going to make me a ton of money. It's just going to be hard, especially with the amount of risk that you have to put in. And hopefully everything executes properly and there's no slippage, which most people don't understand until you are actually in there, that like your executions are delayed a little bit or that your fills could be off a little bit. There's just a lot. It's hard to automate trading. And if you're going to automate something, then just automate like a buy and hold strategy, not necessarily a day trading strategy. It was one of the mistakes that I kind of made when I was building out my own automation. Is I should have made it more for like stocks or like swinging options. That would have been a lot more easy. That would have been easier, and I would have had less leverage per trade, which would have allowed me to maybe make more money while doing less work. All right, let's see if this is going to be something here. Okay, so pull back naturally. I like this short, but I'm not going to take it. I'm not going to take it. The reason I like it is because price is giving me a decent amount of pullback. That's good enough, I think. If we got a little bit of slippage, that's fine. The reason I'm not going to take it was I'm seeing price start to build up here. Okay, we're building upwards. I'm seeing buyers step in at higher and higher levels. So here's one, here's one, here's one. Okay, now sellers are basically holding these same spots up here, of course, but then here, here, and here. So this is a really strong resistance right here, but this is very strong support. And so I'm not going to take this short. I'm just going to wait to see if price can break out of this thing. Sometimes you just have to wait one candle and then you will get all the clarity in the world of what you need to be looking for. Also to mention, the chart you guys don't have, but I have here and only updates every candle, says that I'm getting about 1 1.3 at the time, 1.4 red candles in a row, which means I'm getting on average more of if I get a rejection note, I'm just getting that one candle over two. Versus my green says every time I get a rejection candle, I'm getting at least two candles and sometimes three, the 2.33. So this is good. So I could have easily read that with this information and taken this long and made a ton of money. I could have easily done that. I didn't, but I could have easily gotten that. I could have gotten that information and made that move. That'd have been really nice. I just wasn't confident that this. I want to wait for this breakout. All right, 25, 20 points. LVB, you can, and if you can, then go build it. Like go do it. I'm not saying that is impossible. I'm not saying that it's not worth it. I am it 100%. Go do it. And it's one of those things where like I can just tell you everything, but it might have to be a lesson that you learn on your own. That is just very difficult to automate any sort of market trading algorithm. All right, pullback. I'm waiting for a decent size pullback. It's going to be larger than this. Okay, I'll go long right there. Ooh, horrendous fill, but I think, yep, horrendous fill because I could have waited and gotten in a tad later. Okay, so let's see. Minus 120, now we're even. Can we get to just even and then break up to this like 606 level, which would be 7 points? Like that'd be cool. That'd be nice. I would say I've been losing outside of that first trade inside of the Express account. I've been down like 90% of the time in my trades. Like the only time I'm profitable is like trying to break even and get out. Like, holy shit. I'm just down all day. 90, 110. Yeah. Much better that I'm in less contracts here. Um, this feels a lot less stressful to be in. I still love this position. 70. I'm going to get out on a break even though. How am I up but down? Explain that. Okay, if we can get a minus 150 to minus 100, I'll take that, I guess. Might have to. Shit. See if we can get a bounce somewhere. Okay, 4. Okay. Wow. I'll take minus 60 on that. Up 345 today. I have just been getting my ass worked all day. All of these positions, I've been getting my ass torn up. And not even like no pause, no nothing. Like I've just been getting my ass beat. Like just whipped. Fuck. So really tricky. And here's what we've been seeing. Here's what this chart tells me, but here's what I just my experience of losing very small trades but having huge drawdown is we're getting big candle movements up, and then we get these reversals that don't really give us a whole lot. And we're getting in decent sizes. And then we're getting the next candle. So we're basically getting big green, red, and then the next candle is green historically in this little instance right here. But it's just going to take. So I thought I would go long right here. Nope, this candle opens up, and then there's the move. Like this is what I thought would happen on this candle. Imagine that shit, right? Which is in a huge deal. Like I don't feel. I have zero emotion to this candle right here. Okay, if you got in that candle and you went long, then you deserve that money. I did not because that was not the trade that I saw. I saw this movement. I thought right here. Let's sneeze. We're not. Damn. Excuse me. Okay, so I saw this movement happening. I thought this candle would happen right here. It didn't. Okay, no problem. My analysis was off. I got to break even or just a little loss. So not a huge deal, right? Not a big deal. So I don't feel bad missing out on this candle right here specifically at all. Now I see price got down to here and rejected and moved up. So that is something, right? Like that's something I can take and kind of understand a little bit. Like, okay, price is really trying to move up here. Like we're doing a nice little slope action here. Like I like what I'm seeing. But I'm not going to chase like any of this movement here. Like I'm not going to chase any of that. We're just going to trade it the way we normally trade it. And if we get some trades that are good, we get them. If we don't, we don't. But we have to be patient and let these things come to us. And right now, I think I am. but it's just requiring a little bit more time than I want to give it. That's what happens. Yeah, no fun trading today. Um, Yeah, Ron. So I'll explain that too. I saw a guy actually with profitable trading, but I'm jealous. It motivates me to want to build one because I'm. Yeah, LVV. You'll really have to look into it. And are those just VWAP lines? Correct, Anthony? No, they are not VWAP lines. LVV. Yeah, take a look at it and see if you can build something like it. It takes a lot of time, and you have to look at the results too. Like look at the back test, look at the true risk reward, look at everything that there is to look at because it. You can build one on TradingView. You have to use ChatGPT to build it. Not very difficult to do to actually build them. So go out there and build it. It takes a lot of time, but go ahead and build it. Excuse me there. And Ron, so to get to your point, it specifically, yes, is very choppy, obviously. Yes. But for TradingView, yes, your data is delayed a little bit. And it's not a lot. But yes, it is delayed a bit. And so if you are in a trade and you do, the way I would say it is you want to sell into strength, is kind of the way to combat that. But yes, you'll see if you look at Tradeovate and then you look at TradingView, you have them side by side. Tradeovate will slide up and down really nicely. Tradeovate's kind of choppy. It kind of just like updates every like quarter second or so. Big up my mind. I'm trying to limit beliefs. Use let's find a way. Wish you the best, my friend. You too, LVB. Yeah, go build it. Go build it. So Ron, for this on in certain times, especially when you're up, like when you see that candle really rolling up, like that's a great time because at the end of the day, here's the thing: if you set limit orders for everything, then this doesn't happen. You don't get that point where you don't get that point where it's like, oh damn, I thought I got out at one price, I got it at another. If you use limit orders, then you get out at that specific price. You might not get all your contracts to fill. That's something you have to worry about. Um, um, but no, and Ron, can we take your indicator and code it into NinjaTrader? I don't know. I'm not familiar with what NinjaTrader's capabilities are as far as like setup and everything. I'm not quite sure. What you can do is just if you're looking at it, just take open up NinjaTrader or Tradeovate on your phone, and then just take the trades there. Like take those specific trades right there. That'll be helpful too. If you have a computer, then just go side by side, and then just have your button and just click your button on the Tradeovate. The problem is you're gonna be watching that Tradeovate a lot more. You're gonna be watching the charts, and you might get a little too hasty. But just watch it there. Yeah, Ron. If you just use limit orders, then all your issues will be solved for that. But let's see. Oh man, I really like a pullback here, but I don't know if I want to take that trade. Although I should have. That'd have been nice. Well, let's see what he gives us though. Okay. Are we gonna get 2 red candles in a row ever? Because we haven't really gotten. No, 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 no. Maybe this one. We'll see. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. Nice. All right. We'll see. Ron, what I would say though specifically is the trade execution, I would say is probably like at closer to the bottom of the list of issues when it comes to your trading. Very rarely are you going to be up huge and then you exit a trade and you're down like a ton. That doesn't happen all that often. When the ATR is high and when the market's moving really fast, it can. But for the most part, a profitable trade is a profitable trade, and a losing trade is a losing trade. Either way you split it, you might have a chance where there's $100 plus or minus, and the odds are you've also benefited from TradingView and the way that it displays data that you actually got out with a little bit more profit. That does happen from time to time. It happened to me, as a matter of fact, yesterday, actually. So I wouldn't consider that being the issue. Like a lot of times when we have days trading where it's like this is just choppy as shit, we look and we're like, fuck, like if I could just have a little bit better of a fill, then I'd have a chance at making some money. But it's more just these are just not the greatest trades. Like none of these trades that I got in and got out of, I could have like won had I had better trade execution per se. It was just a bad trade. Like the market's just choppy. I traded it and that was my choice and I messed it up. And so I think we have to take ultimate accountability there and just say, you know what, tough day. And when the good days are good, we don't think about the execution of our fills. Okay, it just doesn't happen like that. But when the bad days happen, that's when we think about it. And at the end of the day, It is what it is. Let's see if we got price here. We're gonna get price to move. These are, I would say, the worst pieces to trade. When you got this like melt up or melt down, it's really difficult because there isn't a whole lot of edge. We're not getting a whole lot of symmetry in price. We're not getting a whole lot of even patterns to really recognize and say, okay, we should go long here and short up here. Like we're not even getting that, and so it's really hard to nail some of these trades. Price will open up, but let's see what we get for the rest of today. Let's see. Let's see. Let us find out and see. All right, we're almost an hour in, and it looks like price doesn't want to uncork. And if it would, that'd be great. I would love that. But we just need to be patient, I guess. Mid Rivers Maserati. Okay. Sure, buddy. All right, all right, all right. Happy to have all you guys here. If you guys have questions, then shoot them over. Shoot them over. Put them in the comments. If you haven't already, make sure you like the live stream and subscribe. The channel is growing. Hopefully we can get it to over 1,000 by the end of January. That'd be pretty cool. Be really cool. So let's keep that rolling. So subscribe if you haven't. Doesn't sign you up for anything. Just lets you know when we're live. So we go live every day, Monday to Friday. But Monday, I don't believe I'm going to be live. I will not be live on Monday. I have some babysitting duty to take care of. I need to like pull up a calendar or something. I'm not even sure what days or what next week. Let's see. Look at this whole calendar. Okay. Damn, Google, will you load a calendar? Shit. All right. So Monday the 30th, Tuesday the 31st. Okay, so Wednesday market will be closed. I don't know if it closes early on Tuesday or not. Monday will be out, so we'll be back Tuesday for sure. Back Tuesday. Yep, that's right, Ron. That is right. I do not convert my Apex accounts. I just pass them. It. What I really like is I just want to make sure that I'm seeing these trades properly. I think I like the 25K eval. It's super cheap, super inexpensive. But especially if I'm testing out something new and they have a sale where it's like $14 to get an account, then I'll buy a couple and then I'll max out the contracts and then I'll just take trades that hit $1,500. If I can do that over and over and over, then I feel pretty confident. And then I just go to Topstep and then we start taking evals there, and then we activate the accounts when we get them. Right now I've got two. We're working on a third and a fourth, but I got two accounts right now that I can activate and add. So as we begin to scale this up, then we'll start copy trading those accounts as well. And then I like to have 3 or 4 in the background, just sitting there kind of ready in case we blow up one or we want to add some more. So ATR is falling off pretty nicely. We're at 17 now, which is still crazy high. There were days we were trading in early December, late November, where the ATR was at like 8, and it was at 8 damn near all day, or like 6. It was just a nightmare. So we have a ton of volume. Like this market is giving us huge volume. We're just not getting a clear price. You can see the VWAP is all the way up here. Where is VWAP? I took off my chart zone. Yeah, I was gonna say VWAP's up there. So we're approaching. It's sloping down nicely. The price is just flattening out. We're seeing that. Price is just really flattening out. So we're going to figure out where price wants to be here, and then we can take another trade and see what we got. See what we got. But you are correct, Ron. You are correct, my friend. Yeah, I do not activate those accounts. I just don't agree with the way Apex does their payouts. I really don't. Happy to have everybody in here. If you haven't already, make sure you like and subscribe. Like the live stream and subscribe. But yeah, Ron, I just don't agree with the way they handle their payouts. I don't like a consistency rule. I think that's really silly because obviously you should figure that out in the eval stage rather than the PA account stage. I think that's a little bit, I just don't like it. We'll see if we get a pullback of price on this candle here. If this thing pulls back, it's going to be very shaky as far as the next trade. I think it's going to end up pulling back up to like right in here. We'll see. But this next candle will be difficult to figure out if this candle does end up pulling back at a decent size. If it doesn't, then we know we've got ourselves a nice little move down, and we'll go ahead and take ourselves a nice short. Let's see. Okay, so now we have 2 in a row, finally. So we're starting to build a little bit down here, 2, 2. So we're starting to build a little bit of a downward move here. Let's see what we get here. I want a reversal up to right in here, that 570 or so, right there. Sell, go short right there. Okay, up 110, 140, even. How? Oh my gosh. All right, 280, 160, 150, minus. Okay. Entry was a little bit too soon. I love my position. I do. I really love my position. But it was just a little too soon. We were up in this trade early and then it ran on us, which is fine. So let's see if this candle is just going to be stubborn. If we need to hold through this one for the next candle to come down, I'm willing to do that. If this entire candle retraces, then I have to get out. So be patient here. Let's see what we got. Okay. Price is just not willing to go and be smooth, which would be nice. Like I would just like it to just be nice. All right, let's see what we got here. I'm not too worried about this trade just yet. Let's see if this candle can give me what I'm looking for. I'll take 90 bucks on that. This thing might explode down, but I can't stay 427 for this right now. Let's see if this move here continues, and then we can continue on. But Dan, it has been so annoying. Apex makes the eval cheap for some reason. Then you got to PA, pay the fees, rules choke you out, and then you win. Yeah, Ron, you're preaching to the choir. I'm not mad about this trade right here going in my favor. I just got out too soon. I'm not mad about this. This is one part of my growth as a trader that I've just gotten over completely, which is I was right on my analysis, but it didn't happen when I thought it would. Not a huge deal. I've seen the market enough times to know that this shit can get a little hectic at times, and so it's better to just protect your account, take the profit you can, and move on. So again, I'm not going to chase this. You guys will never see me chase a trade. I might enter a little bit too late, but that's just because I was late, not necessarily because I'm chasing it. Wow, huge reversal up there. I like a sell here, but I'm not going to take it. I like a sell. I'm not going to take it. I'm not going to take it. And the reason I liked it was because it pulled back halfway to the candle. The reason I'm not going to take it is I just don't know what price wants to do here. And if this is the beginning of a new trend down to right in here, then I'm with it and we'll have another opportunity. But I don't know if I want to take this trade right here. So it would have paid out. It would have worked out for sure because that's like 15 points. So that would definitely pay me quite nicely. Just not being aggressive, and that's okay. My experience has been that every trade I've taken, I've been down basically the entire trade, and then except for like the first one. So it has just been it's been no fun, no fun. Wow, it's been ass actually, and not even yeah. See, this candle's not really doing a whole lot. We knew that. There's our support. Let's see what we got here. We've this is the kryptonite to my trading. You guys have seen me. I've taken one loss, but you guys have seen me today at least. You guys have the kryptonite to my trading. To me, the way I will lose trades or not make as much as I should is when we have a big candle, we get a reversal, but that reversal candle stays that color. So big red candle down, green candle appears, and it holds. So whether I'm breaking even or whether I'm up a little or down a little, I will always hedge towards protection and protecting my account over hoping that it continues that trend. Even though sometimes it does do that, sometimes it doesn't. But this is the kryptonite to my trading: is anytime we get back and forth candles when it's choppy. Anytime we get back and forth candles, it's going to be a little bit shaky for me. Now I've gotten better and I've navigated. Obviously, you guys haven't seen me take any losses, but it has been. I've taken one today, but this is to me, it's very difficult. This is like the anti to my strategy, which is waiting for a pullback. Because if those pullbacks aren't pullbacks, but they're pure just like you know new direction, it's very hard to anticipate that. So this is why I say that if you don't see a trade a certain way or if it doesn't happen the way you think it should happen, then you need to get out. And you can try and hope it gets to break even, or you can hope that it gets the somewhat profitable. But hoping that it turns into this massive win is not going to happen. And if you're down big enough, then you gotta exit out, or just be okay with that account getting blown up, which can happen at times. So really, really, really shaky um, today. Whew. It has not been fun. It has not been fun. Um, anyway, been a great. That have been a goat sell signal. Yeah, it would have been for sure. Would have been. It's just tough. No, Ron, I really don't. I really don't put a take profit in a lot of times. I kind of like a long right here. I really don't. The reason for it is a lot of times price will explode to my point, or it won't. And I don't know. I've never really been a big like let's set a stop loss and take profit. The thing about trading prop firms is that there is a natural stop loss, and so you kind of have to be cognizant of that. But I think trades evolve as you get in them. And so, especially when you're trying to trade a trend, the thing that I don't want to do is leave money on the table, which it happens anyway. But I like to see, and there have been a couple trades. It doesn't happen often. It maybe happens once a week, maybe, where we just get a monster trade that just moves in our favor like crazy. We had one yesterday. It wasn't a monster trade, but it moved. It went up. We went up like, like 150 or 200 bucks. Ended up being up 400 or 500 bucks pretty fast. Like those things do happen, which is great. But for the most part, no, I really don't set a take profit or a stop loss. Some people call that risky, but I'm scalping, so I don't necessarily need to be. Damn, that was fast. This is ugly. I don't necessarily need to be Mr. Set it. Now, if I'm trading at like a 15-minute chart, and a lot of these trades are a lot less, there's a lot less like uh, consistent huge movement candle to candle. Like these are obviously big candles, but get my point. Then yeah, I can set like okay, stop loss up here, take profit down here, and just let it run for sure. But that's not the way I trade. A lot of this is since we're scalping intraday, unless I need a stop loss, take profit, we just kind of roll with it. Here's the levels from your indicator. Nice. I think I'm going to adjust the sell here zones here. I need to bring those down a little bit. I think a lot of people use them as gospel, which is great. I just need to extend them. So move this one down a little bit, move this one down a little bit. I need to move them and compress them just a tad. I think that would give some individuals a lot more um, trades that are good. I think that's it's been some consistent feedback I've gotten as well. So because not every trade that I wait for a pullback on is like going to hit this zone, then goes the other way. A lot of times it either barely gets there or it gets there, but I'm already in the trade and then it goes in my favor. All right, so nothing down here and nothing right here. Okay. This has been one of the hardest days to trade we've had in a minute. It really has. I can't lie about that. It's been hard. Let's see if we can get a long. If price can get above this, I'll go long right there. I will. If we can get price to hold and close above this level here, we get a nice reversal. I go long. Kind of, Ron. Yeah, kind of. Some of it is. Some of it is. A lot of it is I manually have placed and decided where I want it to be based on candle movement. But some of it is also factoring with the ATR for sure. There's some things that impacted as well. Yes. All right. Let's see. Okay. So there's the movement that I'm thinking. But again, if price can't hold above this, then we're just gonna chop. Let's see. ATR is sitting at just above 20, right? I didn't even look at it. I don't know what I was like. 17. Okay, cool. Get out of the way. Okay. Okay, okay. Friday. Good trading here. It's good market movement. Not necessarily the best execution. Happy to have all you guys watching. Happy to have you guys here. We will be off Monday, of course. Um, but we'll be back Tuesday, which might be a short day. What are the trading hours for New Year's Eve? Let's see. Okay. Huge wick right there. Okay, so it closes at okay. New Year's Eve closes at noon, so same as it was for Christmas Eve. All right, cool. And then we'll be back on Thursday again to trade some more. So we'll trade Tuesday for sure. Monday I will not be able to be live as of right now. That is the case. It could change, but for right now I cannot be live. But Tuesday we'll be back for a short day, but we'll only trade about an hour anyway. So all right, if we can get price to pull back or expand out of these zones in the next few minutes, then we'll take a trade. If not, then we'll have to call it a day because there just isn't anything going on that we can really look at. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. All right. All right. 619. That is sick. That is absolutely filthy. Fantastic. Sawin, I believe is how you pronounce that. 27K to my Schwab account. Time to lock in Bobby Brown. All right. Ron, create an LLC to trade out of. Yeah, you can. You absolutely can. The only thing you need after you create the LLC is a bank account because that's where the money has to go once you get a payout. Um, so keep that in mind. Maybe we can get ourselves a little bit of a short trade right here. So if you create an LLC to trade, which you can, might help with taxes. There aren't that many things you can write off, but you can if you get a. I'm not a tax professional, so this is not tax advice. But if you get if you get a payout, you've got earned income, which is great, or earned revenue, however you want to call it. You can start to use some of these evals and performance account fees to write off. If you as long as you can say like, hey, these evals help me get better as a trader, as a professional, you can write those off. Software, so like the predictive model would be something you could write off. Trade view subscriptions. So yeah, you can do that. Okay, I kind of want to go. I'm gonna go sell right there. Super aggressive on this one. I think I'm gonna end up maybe losing this one, but I think entry was too soon. But I think I want to see price break below here. I think we're gonna get that. Let's see if we can get what I'm thinking here. Again, it has. I have been no stranger to um, being down in these trades. It just is a part of the day today. Okay, so we were up, now we're down. Let's see if we can get ourselves. Okay, 80. Can I get a move down and be profitable? I would just love that. Okay, there we go. Come on. This way. We're going the wrong way. We're holding at this level here. So let's see what happens. Damn, we're just every time it's like feels like every time we load back, we're just exploding up. That stinks. All right, let's see if we can get price to continue this downtrend here, or if it's gonna. So this has been again, this has been like the story of today, right? Is price launches, we get a green candle after a red candle, and then okay, there it goes. I have to close this one out like 300 bucks. Let's see. What does price really want to do here? I've seen this pattern enough times to know that I have a chance. It's not looking great, but I have a chance. Patiently waiting. Okay. Yeah, that's enough. Wait for it. Okay, minus 590 on that. We down 200 bucks for today. Down 150 for today. Okay, not bad. 2 losses. I'm not upset about that. I think this could be a long though. Maybe I'm just misreading this, but let's see. I get price to pull back. Let's see if there's my entry. Let's see if we can recover some of that what we lost. I like this spot here as price is rejecting up. Obviously I misread it the time that I got into it, but I think I could be right here. Now it would be devastating if this thing just came all the way back down, but I think I'm going to be right here. There's 50, there's 110, there's 290, good. 250, 190, 280. There we go. There we go. 600, 620. Okay, we'll take 510 on that one. Puts us right back where the fuck we were before. How annoying is that? But really good trade. So really, really solid trade. Kind of to end the day out here. Let's see if we can get another long right here. I chased this one, I think. I'm up 30. I really chased this one. Not great. Okay. 774. Up 30 at 50. Price just wants to sit. All right. See if we can get price to move up for us a little bit. If we can, then we'll just go ahead and take it closer to a break even on this one. Let's see what we got. Minus 100. So I really like my position. I don't like my entry, but I like the trade that I'm in. I'd rather be in a long than a short right here. But let's see. 170, 250. Damn. I've just been down all day. Had one good trade, and then we've just been getting smoked all day back and forth. Haymakers, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. All right, let's see if we can get price to pull up here for us. 190. Here we go. I'm gonna keep going. Yep. Touch and run. Let's see if price wants to, if we're going to build back up here. I think we've got a chance at this thing running up and making a new high over here. We got a chance. So let's see. But so far, it's been no fun. It's been a no fun zone. This will be one of the longer trades that I hold here. Okay, -4. Not ultra worried just yet. See if we can get price to build up here for us. Nope. Now, I shouldn't really be in this long right now, but I think I've got a chance at price pushing up for us here. There's 320. We had a 160. There we go. Closer. Keep going. 280. Damn. Looks like we had a chance. Let's see if it wants to give me another one. Shoot. Nope. 270, 290. Okay. Wow. Minus 10 bucks on that? Are you kidding? I'll live with that. I'll basically just break even as a commission. I'll live with that. Wow. Well, there we go. Bailed out. Bailed out. How's that? And it looks like I had a little bit more room to run here. Damn. I think, were we ever up in that trade at all? Man, it has been, every trade has just been, I mean, just a complete and utter ass whipping. And we've just, it's so choppy that we've been able to just hold a little bit and then get back to break even. But it has been just a nightmare and a disaster. Now, let's see if we can get ourselves maybe one more right here trade. I think we can go long. Let's see what this, if this candle looks like this one where we get this huge wick, then I'm not going to trade it and we'll log off for the day. But if it doesn't, then we have a chance. I cannot believe that we're 331. I mean, it has been ugly trading today. Horrendous. Let's see. Let's see. Diego coming in hot, my friend. Okay. Good, Bobby. Great work. Sergino, welcome. Good job. Good job, buddy. Way to be profitable. Way to be profitable. Today's been, it's a profitable day for me, but it just hasn't been fun. It's been very profitable. Very profitable. No fun. No fun. Diego, yes, I trade by just using that indicator. That is correct, my friend. That's correct. I'm just looking for scalps. All right. All right. All right. All right. Good. Happy to have you, all you guys here today. But we are going to, we're going to call it. We're going to call it a day here. Thank you guys for jumping in and joining. Again, if you haven't, make sure that you like and subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I'll put out a couple replays from today so you guys can watch that. But happy to have you guys here past 2 weeks than ever before. Bobby, that's great. That's great, Bobby. Awesome, awesome work. That is awesome. I've done better in just these past 2 weeks trading. That's great. That's great. Capture that bad boy. But all right, guys, I will have some replays out for you later today. But until then, have a great rest of your day. Have a great weekend. No trading on Monday. I will be babysitting. my godson. And so that'll be a lot of fun. We'll be back Tuesday and we'll hit the ground running. All right. I will see you guys. Peace and love.